and welcome to topic 3 in the unit Leading Learning and Community Engagement. And this week we have a look at action research and teachers as researchers. Action research is not a new concept and actually goes back to just after the Second World War. The idea is that action research is a way to solve problems by practitioners or people working within the context. So it's a social engagement model that produces a particular result or a change in an organisation. In 1946 paper, Lewin describes it as a spiral of steps, each of which is composed of a circle of planning, action and fact-finding about the result of an action. And you'll see over this topic and next week, as we look into collaborative inquiry and the spirals of inquiry in a little bit more detail, that these are all of the same family. So action research since the mid-1940s, emerging out of that line of thinking in the 70s is cooperative inquiry. Chris Argyris has quite a lot to say through the 70s, 80s and 90s around this type of learning in an organisation, and there's a whole family, cooperative learning, cooperative inquiry, teachers as researchers, participatory action research. So we'll examine the history of it a little bit, but look at what it means in the current context. And in particular, I want you to be thinking all the way through this unit is what's the role of the leader in creating the environment for this type of learning or change to happen. Teachers as researchers is a more recent iteration, I suppose, and it's an interesting one in that, for example, John Hattie says that he doesn't want teachers to be researchers. He actually wants teachers to be knowledgeable about what their impact is and being led by evidence and research, not researching per se in their own right. So I think what we need to differentiate in this, the leading learning part of this, is that action research is really a model of learning and change. We're not really considering the teacher as researcher in the second part of the unit in terms of doing master's research or publishing in the literature or that sort of thing, although that could be part of an action research project. So it's a very small minority of people, of teachers, practitioners that do actually contribute in that way as researchers. This is more about focusing on impact in the classroom, on learning, on school culture and on school improvement. So always reflect on how, as a school leader, in my part of the school or in my school, would I be using action research or its family of related approaches or terminology to improve things in the school, and that is for student learning outcomes. So enjoy the reading. As I say, this will pretty well follow through to topic 4, where we'll look at a specific example.